What's up, YouTube? Kevin here with Capatain Hook'd Fishing. We are in Lafayette, Georgia today at Queen City Lake. It's a man-made reservoir. Last year I brought my little boat down here and fished. This is trolling motors only, so there's no gas-powered boats allowed or anything like that, but pretty good little fishing spot. So we're going to see what we can get today. The new ride looks good sitting there, all sideways and everything. But I found this little spot over here I'm going to start with. Last year I fished on that little dock, but there's somebody fishing there today, and this is in the shade anyway, so I may give it a shot. Little cove here that comes in. It's got some shallow water and some drop-offs and things like that, so we're going to give it a shot. I got some medium shiners. May float those out there a little bit and see what we can get. This is usually a multi-species pond, lake, whatever you want to call it. Catfish, some good-sized bass in here. And they've got those, I don't know what they are. They almost look like stripes. It may be a rock bass or something like that. I'm not real sure, but I think what we'll do is sit around here for a few minutes and try this. And I got some night crawlers. I've caught catfish out there in the middle, so we may catch us a live bluegill or something and use him for bait here in a little bit. Y'all stick around, let me get everything lined up, and I'll be right back. I think we got us a little one here. Yeah, little bass. Little bitty thing. Pretty thing. Little spot, I guess. Let's get him back in. Alright, that's not what we're looking for, but it's a start. Let's try to get on a few minutes. Alright, finally got us a specimen here for some live bait. Some pretty big catfish in here. Nice little bluegill here. Get him rigged up. Get him thrown out. We'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully, with a big cat. Made it here to this little dock. I don't know if there's some of these shiners underneath it. We got any bass hanging out here. Let me get this shiner put on. We'll be back. There's a little one here, right off the dock. It's got 1/32 ounce jig head, shiner through the lip. Just casting it right here along this dock here. Let's get him back in. Off he goes. Let's get us another shiner robber. Sitting here. I didn't bring all my stuff down here because I was fixing to go home, and I just thought I'd come over here while I had these shiners left and try to pitch them up underneath the dock here. Through the bottom, right at the nostril there. Let's cover these back up so it don't get hot. There we go. And just let him free line. That 1/32 ounce jig has just enough to get it under. Oh, that's not where I wanted, that wind's blowing. Just enough to get it underneath the, make it sink a little bit instead of letting him swim up on the surface. Drag. Let's pop him right there. Check this other one. Be back in a few. There's a little one here, right off the dock. It's got 1/32 ounce jig head, shiner through the lip. Just casting it right here along this dock here. Let's get him back in. Off he goes. Let's get us another shiner robber. Sitting here. I didn't bring all my stuff down here because I was fixing to go home, and I just thought I'd come over here while I had these shiners left and try to pitch them up underneath the dock here. Leave the bottom right at the nostril there. Let's cover these back up so it don't get hot. There we go. And just let him free line. That 1/32 ounce jig has just enough to get it under. Oh, that's not where I wanted, that wind's blowing. Just enough to get it underneath the, make it sink a little bit instead of letting him swim up on the surface. Set that drag. Let's pop him right there. Check this other one. Be back in a few. All right, we're calling it a day. About 6 hours of my life I won't get back, but that's all right. I spent it fishing. We ended up, I think, a total of 4. 2 little bass, I think 2 or 3 bluegill, but just weren't cooperating today. I threw some medium-sized shiners, night crawlers, threw everything in my tackle box, but that's all we ended up with today. But anyway, it'd be today at work, and I'm gonna go home, clean out the truck. My wife's not gonna like all this stuff in the back overnight, so I'll have to go home and clean all that out. But anyway, I appreciate you tuning in to Capatain Hook'd Fishing. Hope everybody's having some good fishing luck right now. Looks like the fish have moved off bed down here and are probably moving to cover and stuff like that now. But anyway, appreciate everybody out there. I appreciate the subs. I've got another giveaway coming up here before too long, so we'll get some information out on that. Probably do a top 10 video Friday night, early Saturday morning, and go from there. But anyway, thanks again, and remember, as always, take a kid fishing.